Well, I'm going to talk about a lot of things today, this morning, and the idea is to talk the internetization of society was, or at least computers and society. 13 because of a very bright math teacher, and then later on because having learned to program at 13 when I was in university, it wasn't really very difficult to. I always thought it was just something useful and not something restricted to people who are math whizzes. But you can even be a softie like me. It's actually a no-brainer. Sure, concrete, bridges, roads, overpasses, all that stuff. Yeah. We still used it. You'd dial, and then there would be an analogous number of clicks, and then it would make the connection in a central station somewhere. So this was about the time. This was actually the same year Mosaic came out, and we were at the same place as anyone else. I had a lot of fights with people. As a result of the Versailles Treaty, so I had a better telephone connection in 1993. Anyway, so that was one thing. And the other thing I thought about, where I was really sort of kicked in that we can use technology, that I read this Marxist-Luddite book called The End of Work, even translated into Estonian as De Lõpp. Fewer jobs we would have, the more we automatize, the fewer jobs we would have. I mean, it was basically, I know some of you have heard this 3,000 times, but anyway, that really in traditional industrial business models, we're in trouble. Increase our functional economic size multiple times. Those are the pillars kind of getting to where we are. You're never going to convince old people to do anything. How we did that is a different thing. It was quite a hat trick, but anyway, I won't get into that right now. It is an important model of modernization. And then, okay, just an aside. So, I mean, which is fairly unique because we never had the fortune of being colonized by the UK. I mean, what we see today is that, to move on from how it all started, when it took a while for people to figure out that once you have a steam engine and you can produce more things, that was the first realization, and that was the Industrial Revolution. In the beginning of the 20th century, some people had cars, but it was kind of a novelty over the horse. Well, I mean, we have now basically, well, I don't know how it is in your country, but in our country, basically, everyone's connected. We can already see that society is completely different from the way it was even in 1992 when I was reading, or 93 when I was reading Jeremy Rifkin. Number 3 is Germany in internet freedom. Number 2 is the United States in internet freedom. Number 1. Here. One of the problems we have in Estonia, probably morally, as a result of sort of the attitude in the Soviet Union, is I'll just throw my garbage anywhere. But we do have these in forests, in all kinds of places. We have people throw garbage. Last year, 6 million people in 96 countries using this same technology did it all over the world. I mean, I cannot even begin to imagine all the kinds of things we can do with this, but it is all possible. And so what we see today is that is not only a matter of having Excel files and running your business hardware, but in fact it is the new second book by Yevgeny Morozov. Yes? No one? No one's read. Well, okay. Of hacking into people. I mean, we just have to keep in mind that the bad guys also can use it. One of the significant developments in the development of the state was the Treaty of Westphalia, which came up with this principle of cuius regio, cuius religio eius regio, which came out of this big war in Europe, one of the worst wars that ever took place, the most, actually percentage-wise, the most deadly war in that whatever the religion is, eius cuius religio, or rather, I was right. Whatever is the religion of the king will be the religion of the country. So cuius regio, who's the king, and eius religio, that will be the religion. It didn't really matter that the Flanders spoke the same language as the Netherlands. What mattered was that Flanders was Catholic, the rest of the Netherlands was Protestant. So you even have this bizarre split, which doesn't make any sense to us at all today in the day of, in the post-19th century nationalist era. One people with the same language but different religions would have different countries. I'm speaking longer than I should, but too bad. In this era of complete and utter financial disaster in Europe, we don't know where 400 billion euros go. We don't know what will happen, but we need a lot more intellectual work on this, folks. And because of our technology, we are now in an era where, in fact, you don't need an army. Well, you do need an army for the sort of primitive stuff, but you can take over a country without an army. Back in the old days, back in the days of Westphalia, back in the days of World War II, back in the days of the Iraq War, you needed guns, boots on the ground. Today, if you want to take over a country, you don't have to do that with a single soldier. At least in countries where people observe traffic lights. Back in the old days when I was a child, people go around, mark down, do inventory, how much milk is there left, what do we have to order next week? Now the tomato soup is running low. You use Bluetooth to crank up the music playing in your car, but in fact you've just turned on the brakes. Our NATO Center of Excellence for Cyber War, and we've actually produced a book on this and how international law applies. This deliberative democracy attempt here, which we don't know how it will have worked out, but in any way, combining James Fishkin's deliberative democracy model, which is a very smart professor at Stanford who's developed a new way of reaching decisions, combine it with the IT possibilities of our two-factor authenticated PKI system that we use in Estonian government, but I should talk about that. And this is where poverty is actually a good thing. It's non-proprietary. Use it, develop it, and then Microsoft makes money developing it. Anyway, time is up. I have to quit. Okay, anyway, we'll see you at the coffee break. Bye.